live? Yes? I think so. We live? It's always this awkward thing of whenever I start a live stream. There's always about 30 seconds of not being sure if anybody's on. So if you're on, hello. Good to see you. If you're not, you can't hear me anyway, so it's just pointless. So it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I looked at the last day that I actually posted a video, like a live stream video. It was May 2013.
Yeah.
It's been over a year. So it's been a while. Hey guys, how's it going?
For what?
Today when we go out and do our stuff.
I don't think so.
Okay.
One of the reasons is my laptop broke, and I was not able to live stream for a while. But now I have another device which allows me to do that, so that's been rectified. So I just wanted to catch up with you guys because this summer is shaping up to be crazy. And it's far too much to tweet about, and I'm sure if I did, people would probably stop following me anyways with all the spam. So there's several things. So this time last year, I got to do some really cool stuff. I got to do a tour with Joe Moses and Tessa Netting. That was awesome. And it made for a pretty epic summer. I got to meet a ton of you guys in Boston and New York and all kinds of places. And I really wanted, not to outdo that necessarily, but I wanted to do something with my summer this year that was really cool. So I have quite a few things lined up, and I wanted to tell you guys about them. Now, I know what you're going to say. Some of these things are, in fact, in Los Angeles. And I know that means that some of you won't be able to make it to those. But I have things that are going to be in Los Angeles and things that will be in other cities, and also lots of things that will be online, which anybody can watch from anywhere, so you have no excuse. So let's start with the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. So first off, exciting news is I get to be in a production of Les Mis. There's a theater here in Los Angeles called La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts. It's one of the best theaters in LA. It won the Ovation Award last year, which is sort of like the Best Theater Award for all of Los Angeles. And I'm in the show. I'm playing Kufrak, which is one of the Barricade Boys. He's one of Marius' best friends, and it's a really cool part. It's cool because when I first got cast, originally I thought I just was ensemble, so I thought I'd just be in the back, like sweeping and singing "One More Day." But turns out I actually got a real part. That's awesome, right? And I have lines and I sing and stuff. So you guys should come out. The production, taking me out of the equation, is seriously fantastic. It stars James Barber, who was he's a Broadway veteran. He played the Beast for 2 years on Broadway and Beauty and the Beast. He did Jane Eyre. He did A Tale of Two Cities in the UK and on Broadway. He's an amazingly talented man. And he's playing Jean Valjean, and he's ridiculous. You got to come hear him for yourself. His passion and his heart, just really, it's amazing. And it also stars Anthony Fedorov from American Idol, who's playing Enteros, and he's awesome as well. And there's just a whole bunch of people in the cast that have all done amazing things. They're all fantastically talented people. Lots of people that have done Broadway tours. One of the girls on the show actually played young Cosette on Broadway when she was a girl. Anyway, it's just going to be a really, really fantastic show. The set's fantastic. The direction is really cool. It's definitely not going to be your traditional Les Mis. I feel like it's a little... The director has really taken the vision of making it very intimate and very truthful and honest, and letting it be epic when it needs to, but really focusing on the small moments that I honestly, in having seen the stage show and the film, didn't even realize some of the moments that were there. So it's been a really cool experience for me to see Les Mis from being inside the story from this perspective. So we open a week from today, next Saturday, on May 30th, the 31st. Hold on. See, I was all prepared for this, and now, let's see. May 31st, Saturday, May 31st. It's at La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts. I'm going to post a link to the show right now because you guys need to come see it. And I would highly encourage you to come see it because, and actually I'd highly encourage you to get your tickets as soon as possible because it is selling out. In fact, I believe opening night is almost sold out. It's a 1,200 seat theater, so it's a big house, and they sell a lot of tickets. So I'd really encourage you guys, if you are going to come, don't wait to get tickets. Definitely get them now. Don't come just to see me because the cast is amazing. It's awesome. So I'm tweeting out the link to tickets now. Boom. Just posted it. Reading so many tweets. One more day. Come check it out. It's going to be awesome. We run till June 22nd. Shows are Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays in the evening. And we also have shows Saturday matinees, Sunday matinees. And the last 2 weekends, we actually have double shows on Saturday and Sunday. So matinee, evening show, matinee, evening show. So there's 23 shows. So you have no excuse. Okay? Be there. The next thing that's happening. What else is happening? Yes! This little project that I started 2 years ago with some friends that I actually told you guys about right here, called Buffering. Where did it go? I'm sure you probably have all been wondering. Well, as you know, we crowdfunded the last 2 episodes last July, and we obviously, last May, we released the last episode in June. So it's been a while, but I promise you we haven't been sitting on our hands. We went into production in January, and we did 9 days of production, and then we did 4 or 5 days of pickups only 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's been an epic process, and I'm happy to announce that the episode is finally at picture lock. Picture lock means that everything as far as the actual edits, the cuts, the scenes, what footage we see is all assembled in the right order. So now the next step is it's going to be obviously color corrected, sound, whatnot. But, and I'm really, really excited about this, we have a composer for our episode, somebody who's actually going to be scoring the episode, like original music. It's a friend of our director's, Mike's. He lives in Texas, so the footage has been sent to him to begin the scoring process. And I don't want to say a date for release yet, but it's going to be this summer. It's going to be awesome. We have a lot of really cool things planned. We really want to do an LA-based premiere and invite as many puppies to come out as we possibly can. We'll have more details about that, obviously, as we get closer. But we want to do it in an interactive format. We really want to connect with people that are not just in LA, obviously, because the bulk of our audience has been outside of Los Angeles. And I know it's been a long time in coming, and I'm sure a lot of fans have probably not forgotten about it necessarily, but I feel like, it hasn't been around for a while, but I promise you guys, it's so worth it. And we haven't been doing nothing. We've been working so hard on it. We busted our butts for production. Our director has been working nonstop for the last month or two on the edit, and it looks so good. And it's like an hour long. So it's almost like a movie. I want you guys to think of it more like a film than anything else. And it's just sort of a love letter to you guys, a love letter to everything that we want to do creatively, everything that has inspired us creatively. It's an homage to our favorite things about film and TV. It's just a whole lot of stuff. And it's, at the end of the day, it's about the main 5 characters. And it's about them coming together as friends and accomplishing something awesome. And more than anything, we watched the cut of the episode about a week and a half ago, and I don't know. I didn't, weep uncontrollably, but I definitely got a little choked up because to see the culmination, I just thought of everybody that's involved, and I'm not just talking about us on the production team, but all of you guys who have watched it and supported it and tweeted it out. Just all kinds of things that you guys have done to support it. Much less, financial contributions and actually giving of your resources. It's just ridiculous. And to see that all come together, I think the reason we took so long with this episode is we did not want to make an episode that wasn't worthy of what you guys have been supporting. So we wanted to get it perfect, and it's almost there. And I really, really can't wait for you guys to check it out. It's going to be awesome. Some pretty crazy stuff on it. I'm definitely the most exposed that I've ever been on camera. I'm sure there'll be some gifs of that somewhere. It's just crazy. It's nuts, and I think you guys are really going to like it. It's going to be awesome. So, coming this summer, buffering, the finale. Moving right along. What else is happening? Yes, so I also did another project a lot of you guys supported. It's called Brian Remus Science Genius, and that actually completed production last Thursday. And it was really tough because of doing Les Mis, I booked it kind of unexpectedly. I had to cram all of my filming for my character Fred into one day. So I had a call time of like 6 in the morning. We just shot all day till like 9 or 10. And we got it all, thank goodness. And they've been filming for the last week, and they finished on Thursday. And it's really, really funny. This is kind of a completely different character for me. In buffering, I play Ben, who's very straight-laced and trying to keep it all together. And Fred on Brian Remus is just an idiot. He's just a terrible, terrible human being. But he's kind of lovable. That's the weird thing about him, is he's kind of he's lovable whilst being grotesque and obscene. So I hope you guys will probably see a side of me you've never seen before. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. I don't know the exact release date of that yet, but I do know that a lot of you guys actually supported that Kickstarter as well. And I know at least 14 of you, I owe a personalized song, for which I am truly excited for. So that's going to be awesome. So that's 2 things that are going to be online that you don't have to be in LA to see. Buffering and Brian Remus, Science Genius. Oh yeah, and Brian Remus, what is it about? Well, you guys have probably heard of Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Ben Nye is a brand of theater makeup. Bill Nye, the Science Guy, it's like the same premise. It's like a guy who wants to do a science program for kids, and he gets the opportunity to do that, and he pitches a show, and he gets put up by a public access station, which turns out to be terrible, like just the worst, like incompetent boss, and people who don't really care about science the way that he does, and just is not the cards that he wanted to be dealt. And I play Fred, who ends up being his cameraman. And Fred has been, his resume is somewhat unscrupulous. His previous experience involves things of the adult nature, I suppose you might say. So Fred's background is very interesting, and Brian, in a pinch, has to have Fred step in to help. And Fred does, in Fred's own special way, which is not always very helpful. So it's kind of like a mixture of like The Office and Parks and Rec and Always Sunny and that kind of thing. It's a really, really funny script, really funny characters, and there's actually some really cool science in it at the same time. So I'm excited for you guys to check that out. Completely different sort of project, but I'm very grateful that I got to be a part of it, and it's a cool team of people doing it. And the rest of the cast is awesome too. Heather Campbell, who actually she was a staff writer for SNL, and she's currently on Whose Line Is It Anyway, the TV show. I play opposite her. She plays Brian's boss, and who works at the station, and I play his cameraman, who also works at the station. And she's hilarious. Lyman Johnson is absolutely hilarious as Brian Remus himself. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Thank you so much for supporting it. If you did, your songs will be coming shortly, I think by the end of July. And if not, I hope you'll check it out when it comes out on YouTube. I hope you'll post it, retweet it, all that good jazz. It's going to be really funny. Moving right along. Third thing that's not in LA, I'm also working on another project that I'm actually doing on my own, kind of independently, with a good friend of mine named Becky. It's called Chaos Theory. It's a very, very different sort of project. It is completely not comedic at all. It's more of a psychological thriller. It's sort of it deals with the idea of how small changes and small incidents can incite larger more chaotic things. It's sort of like the idea of like the butterfly effect, like a butterfly's wings could cause a hurricane. So it really deals with one particular girl who is a psychologist interviewing a particular patient who is a notorious criminal who's been classified as criminally insane, and trying to understand his ways. It's sort of, I would say, like inspired by along the lines of Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs meets sort of Dexter meets its own twist that I don't necessarily want to tell you yet because it's a surprise. So hopefully you guys will check that out. We've already filmed a trailer, and we are filming more this coming Monday, and that will be out by mid-June. So look for that. It's going to be really cool. It's a completely different thing, and it stars Kimberly Whalen, Eric Carroll, and myself, who are going to be all three appearing in it. It's very different, and we're going to release it actually instead of doing weekly episodes. I'm actually filming the entire project as a short film, and we're actually going to release all the episodes at once in a playlist so that you guys can go right on through them. I really like the Netflix format of not having to wait another week to get more stuff. So it's like you can watch them as fast as you want, or you can take your time. So Chaos Theory, it's going to be coming out in June, and I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, what else? So actual show things that are happening. One last thing happening in Los Angeles on June 8th. As some of you know, I am in the Sunday Company at Second City, Los Angeles, which Second City is a famous, improv, sketch comedy school. It started in Chicago, and they have a branch here in Hollywood. And I'm in the Sunday Company called the TMI Show. It's topical sketch comedy. We write comedy throughout the week about what has happened this week in pop culture, and we parody things, and we have a lot of fun. So on June 8th, we're actually doing a very special show. It is an all-musical show, which I'm really excited about, obviously, because, musicals run in my blood. So I'm going to be in that show, which I'm really excited about. I have a show of Les Mis that afternoon, but that night I'm going back, and we're going to be doing the show that night. So it's going to be really fun. It's an entirely musical episode/show. If you're in LA, tickets are pretty cheap. It's $10. It's at Second City, Los Angeles, June 8th. The show starts at 7:30 p.m. So it's a small little intimate theater. It's a really fun space. It's a really, really fun group of comedians and actors. It's a really good time, and some of you guys have come out, and I know you guys really. I felt like all of you have said you enjoyed it, so I hope that if you can make it out, this one will be one not to miss. There's going to be some really cool actors and singers and dancers in it, and actually the guy who's our guest that week is a pretty famous choreographer, so there's going to be some really cool dance stuff as well, which is great. Combining musicals and comedy. What more could you ask for? So June 8th, 7:30. I would love for you guys to be there. Tickets are $10 in Hollywood. And if you can't make it, that will also be on a live stream. So if you want to tune in on a live stream, that'll be happening. And I'll definitely, of course, I'll post a link to that. I'll let you guys know when it's happening if you don't live in LA or can't make it to LA. But if you can, I'd love to meet you there. I always obviously meet people outside afterward. I love to say hi to people and get to know new people. So come laugh, have some fun, and then let's hang out afterwards. And then last but not least, two more things. So the last 2 years I've been able to go to this really cool event in London called, it was G2 and G3. And this year I get to go back, and it's going to be awesome. It's called G4. It's at London Heathrow, and what are the dates of that? It's at the end of July. I think it's July 18th through 20th or something like that. And this year is going to be really cool. It's actually a lot of guests. There's a lot of kids from Star Kid. There's a lot of them that are going, which is going to be awesome. I love hanging out with those guys. Those guys are super fun. And so I'm really, really excited about that. That's going to be awesome. And, Michelle Esrazu, what's the date for Second City? It's June 8th. Be there. So anyways, G4 is happening, and I'm really, really stoked to come again. And there's going to be lots of cool people there. And I know Joe and I had talked about maybe, I don't know what's going to happen. I just know cool things are going to happen there. And there's singing, and there's karaoke, and there's just all kinds of stuff. And I'll probably drop a bottle of beer on a bride that's about to get married. It really wouldn't be a trip without that. So I really hope if I don't come to the UK that often, and I know that London is not necessarily that close to some of you, but it's closer than, say, LA. So, hey, if you're in Europe and you can make it for like 3 days, it's a really cool event. It's just a bunch of awesome fans hanging out. We're all just hanging out. We're all buddies, and we all just kind of spend 3 days celebrating the stuff that we love. The last 2 years have been Glee. This year it's Glee and Starcade. It's just a really fun event. And I'm really, really grateful to go back. I'm grateful to Sean for inviting me back. Star Fury is the one who puts it on. So check that out. You can Google search Star Fury or Star Fury G4 if you want to get more information. Actually, no. You know what? Do this the right way. I'm going to tweet it out. Hold on. I feel like I'm just talking nonstop. Let's see. Okay. G4. Can you hear me typing? Let's see. See, this is the kind of stuff that I should have lined up before. Starfree events. Sorry, I couldn't find the handle. Just posted it. Okay, so go check that out. It's going to be a really cool event, and I would really, really love to not just meet you there, but actually hang out with you guys for like 3 days. It's really fun. Ask anybody who's been. Nobody's had a bad time. It's been awesome. And last but not least, at LeakyCon. At LeakyCon. We're going back to LeakyCon. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I had hoped we were, and we are. This year it's in Orlando, and it's going to be dope. It's just going to be awesome. I don't know what all I'm doing there yet. I want to do some cool stuff. I really want to possibly do a concert version of the show that Dom and I do, The Evening with Curt and Dom, that Titus hosts. I don't know. I have to run that by people who run it. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to do cool stuff. I hope there's going to be comedy. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be meeting people. There's a big dance. It's a big sweaty dance. It's great. And my favorite thing about LeakyCon is sort of what, in a nutshell, I think I've just been so blown away by on this whole journey of getting to do new media and online content and sort of getting to get involved with sort of fandom as a whole is to see that fandoms are more than just people who buy tickets to stuff, but it's really a community of people. And it's really cool to see people that have met at fan events and conventions and actually become best friends, and to see how creativity has been spawned because of that, and how friendship. To me, LeakyCon represents everything about why we love the things we love. It's not, I've never been to Comic-Con. I'm sure it's awesome, but I feel like events like that are a little more driven by the celebrities and who's going to be there. I feel like Leaky is sort of an event for the fans, and it's just really awesome. And I'm really grateful that they asked us back again. And I met so many cool people there the last 2 years. It's just an awesome event. It's kind of hard to describe unless you're there. It's just its own thing, and it's crazy, and it's nutty, and it's just a blast. And I cannot wait to go back. Yes, Ready, Set, Riker. I would love to do some sort of maybe concert set. I don't know. I'll talk to Melissa. I'll ask her. If you guys want to see that happen, let them know. I don't know. I got to figure out what I want to do, what we want to do, and how it's all going to go down. But most of all, I'm just excited to be there, to just meet people, and to just be part of the event. It's going to be awesome. So that is all at the moment. In addition to that, of course, I'm going to be doing some more comedy videos this summer. I just did a sketch video. That's going to be up on Funny or Die. That's the Kim Kardashian show, where I'm a guest. It's not really Kim Kardashian. Or is it? Is it Kim Kardashian? I'm a guest on the Kim Kardashian show that'll be coming out. So hopefully more comedy videos, sketch videos, things like that throughout the summer. But I really hope you guys can make it out to one or two of those events. And if you can't, that's totally cool, because there's a lot of stuff online that's happening as well. So that's all. I think. Is it everything? I've been going nuts the last like 3 weeks, so I feel like I'm very forgetful lately. But I think that's everything. So now that I'm done yapping, I'd really just like to chat with you guys. So yeah, how have you guys been? How's your day? Yeah, is it good? Yeah, it's like we're having tea together, just sitting down having tea. Hold on, I'll grab my favorite cup. Let's see. Oh no, I can't find it. Oh, you got it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's coming. You grab your favorite mug. I'll grab mine. There we go. It's my Ellen mug. I got this at the Ellen show several years ago. It's my trusty mug. I make sure I drink coffee out of every single day, and I feel like if I can, if this can help me become a small bit like Ellen, then the world will be a better place. This person say Naomi asks, can you make more One Direction comedy sketches? Oh yes. Here's the thing. I love boy bands. I think people take it the wrong way when I make sketches about. The reason I make you only parody things that you like. I always say that like comedy is really like the most. You can't make fun of something and poke fun at it unless there's something you actually like about it. So I love boy band sketches because I think boy bands are awesome. I'd be in a boy band if I could. If somebody said, "Hey, you want to be in a boy band?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure." In fact, today at Les Mis rehearsal, we were all on the barricade, and Anthony, who's playing Andros, suggested that we were all like posed in a certain position, and he was like, "I feel like this is a boy band," and I came up with a pretty dope name. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's called the Barricade Boys, but with a Z, like Barricade Boys. And I don't know. I think that would be a pretty awesome boy band. Just a bunch of revolutionary boys with mics singing like red, black, that kind of thing. So yeah. Carly Nancy, you grab your mug, I'll grab my half-gallon water bottle. Deal. Hydrate. Natalie said did some photo shoots today. It was pretty good. Seeing Miss Tessa. Oh, you're seeing Tessa tomorrow. Tell Tessa I said hi. Miss Lulu B said, I can't believe it's almost been a year since G3. Me neither. Wasn't that an amazing weekend? That was really cool. It was really special. I'll never forget that. There was the first 2 days were amazing. The last day was a little tough, but it was a really special event. And yeah, I don't know. If you guys, again, it's hard. It's weird talking about things like Leaky or G3 or events like that. I think to people who haven't been there, it's like, okay, you just get together and hang out. But there's a special sense of camaraderie and community that develops. It's really cool to be a part of. And if you'd asked me 3.5 years ago or 3 years ago, when I booked the one line on that TV show, that all of that would transpire, I would not have believed in a million years. And it's I don't know, it's amazing. I still can't get over how cool it is to be part of such unique fandoms that are made up of people that inspire me and encourage me and remind me why I love to do what I do. It's not just about people are there to like me and listen to me, but really like seeing people who really not just love the things that they love, but really like the things that the things that I love in my life, especially like literature and books and films. They have such a special place in my life, and they have pushed me to do what I do every single day. And so it's not that I ever felt out of place for loving those things, but to be able to go to an event and see where that kind of passion is not suppressed. That kind of passion is not. You're totally, that's stupid. Don't like that thing that much. It's like, no, these are the things that we love and we're proud of it. I don't know. It's really cool. I'm rambling. But if you guys get a chance to go to Leaky or G3, it's going to be dope. Let's see. I would pay good money to see the Barricade Boys. Well, come see Les Mis at La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts. You might see the Barricade Boys in action. Do you hear the people sing? Things like that. Hey! That kind of stuff. That would be terrible. If we sang Les Mis that way, that would just be a desecration to the score. Let's see. I'm looking at questions. Let me go over to Twitter. Maybe I can. Whoa, 145 new tweets. What? That's crazy. Elvira asks, do you know if the Warblers will be back in Season 6? I have no idea. I would absolutely love that. A lot of people ask, would you like to come back? Yes, I would love to come back. I think that would be amazing. I would love to just at least do, I don't know, at least one episode, some sort of going away thing. That would be really, really special. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about that. If they called, I'd be there tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the creators of Glee would see fit to find a way to bring us back. I think that would be so cool. And if not, though, I said this before, but when we booked the show, it was only supposed to be one episode, so I have to really remember how much more it became than just what I thought it was going to be originally was very different. It's like I thought, I'll do one episode and then it'll be done. And the fact that it turned into 14 and everything that transpired since then has been just more than I could have ever imagined. So if we get to come back, that would be so cool. But if not, it was a heck of a run. And I met all you guys because of it. So, let's see. Curt's word of the day is dope. It's like Sesame Street. Today's word is dope. Let's see. I know I said every time I'm thinking for the sign. Oh, of course, Kim at Chris Colferetti. Kim, of course. I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry that some of the sign things from the Young Story thing. There were some things that specifically were only supposed to be signed by certain people, and then the email went out saying everybody. Anyway, it was a confusing thing, and I'm so sorry that there was miscommunication. But I do apologize, and I hope that picture made up for a little bit. But one day I will sign that football, I swear. Rebecca Nova asked, when are they transferring you to the Broadway cast of Les Mis? Let's do it. Hey, Broadway people, Les Mis people. I'm here, you're there. I'm already playing Kufarak, so I don't know what, I'm just... Call me. Call me on the phone. I'll be there. Let's see. What's your favorite musical? Struck by Darren Chris asks. I feel like everybody's ass name is something to do with Darren or Chris. My favorite musical, I have several. Experientially, I saw American Idiot opening night on stage, and that blew my mind because I didn't realize theater could be that. I've always thought of theater as being like, I'm tap dancing and I'm singing, and I love that. But American Idiot was so just in your face and just raw, and it was awesome. So that rocked my world. Actually being in a show, Light in the Piazza was one of my favorites. I think that score is gorgeous. I played Fabrizio, and it was amazing. So I really love Piazza. It was a very special show for me. What else? There's a lot of shows I like. I like a lot of musicals. There's always new stuff coming out too. Let's see. I'm looking at tweets right now. I'm trying to catch up with all these. Why am I not surprised, asked Rebecca Pavlik, that your lock screen is Batman related? I wouldn't be. She just pretty much guessed that any and everything in my... Well, okay, let me just show you. So Batman, of course. Here's Batman on my lock screen. You ain't seen nothing yet. Yep. I don't know if you know this, and this might be a spoiler to some of you, but I am Batman. So maybe it's a little narcissistic to keep myself as my background, but hey, it's something I have to remind myself of every day. Say, hey, you know what? You are Batman. Go out there and kick some butt. Let's see. Megan R5, still waiting for Nick and Jeff duet. Me too. Bring it on. Let's do it. I'm so there. The most great part of Be a Warbler is to wear clothes or do a sexy dance. I would say neither. I would say I just really liked acting and getting to be in a show. Those clothes actually get really hot. Like, real hot. Like, you're dancing around. It's hot. Don't get me wrong. I love the blazer. I will wear the braid. I will wear the braid. I will will wear the blazer proudly. But they do get a little sweaty, so the combination of dancing and the blazers sometimes just wanted to like rip them off. But I do love a good blazer, especially if it has a D on it. Let's see. Brandon Moore, you should be on the new show Gotham. Yes! Also agree with you. It always cracks me up, and this is not something that you're saying, Brandon, but sometimes people will say to me, they're like, have you ever thought about being on that show? How come you don't be on that show? And I want to be like, oh, yeah, I should be on that show. I'm going to call them and tell them that I should be on it, and then they will cast me because it's just funny sometimes. That really mostly comes from, like, people, like, family. If you ever thought about being an NCIS, how come you're not an... What? You know what? I should be, shouldn't I? That's not really how it works, unfortunately. But I would love to be on Gotham. Cast me! What movies are you looking forward to this year? Asked Carly Nancy. Oh, so many. I really got to see the new X-Men. I already saw the new Captain. It was freaking awesome. There's a lot of like indie films coming out that I'm really looking forward to. I don't know. I'm really looking... I love movies, and so it's always an exciting time for me. I'm always excited about every movie that's coming out, for the most part. So, yeah. Not Alone DC. If you could go back in time and come back as someone else, who would it be and why? Probably Leonardo DiCaprio. Just to be Leo DiCaprio. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, and I'm not even talking about, like, the money or anything. I'm, like, talking about, like, the stuff, the films he's got to be in. That guy's not made a bad movie, ever. I don't know. I haven't seen The Beach, so I can't talk about that one. But besides that, name one movie that he's in that he's not fantastic in. You can't, because he's great in all of them. So I'd come back as Leo. What is one show, asked Not Alone DC, that you've always wanted to be on? I desperately want to be on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love that show. In fact, that was a big inspiration behind buffering. Parks and Recreation. I'd love to be in that show. And my new obsession is Silicon Valley. Have you guys watched it? It's on HBO. It's so funny. It's about like tech guys living in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. And it's a really funny show. It's created by Mike Judge. And I really want to be on it. So this is becoming a thing. Dear Silicon Valley people, give me a call. Just call my phone. We'll talk about like a part, and I will be on your show. Sound good? Great. At Miss Luby, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Thank you very, very much. At FYA36, you wouldn't have an Oscar, though. If I came back as Leo, I wouldn't have an Oscar. I feel like that would be okay, because there's people that have Oscars that have gone on to do very little after that, and yet Oscar-less Leo continues to make great film after great film. So I would take Leo's career and no Oscars over an Oscar in some other people's career, if I'm being honest. Hey Curt, have you ever played the Pokemon game? I don't know, I just wanted to know. I have not. Should I? Should I play the Pokemon game? Is there an official game? Are we talking like a video game? Like the actual cards? I don't know. Can I catch them all? Because if I can't catch them all, I don't know if it's worth it. I gotta catch them. I gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. One celebrity you've always wanted to meet. Can I say Leo again? I feel like it sounds like I have a man crush on him, and that would be 100% correct. So, Leo DiCaprio. If you could be, asked Megan S. Sieg, in any movie ever made, what would it be? That's a hard question. You mean like a film that's already been made? That I wish I could go like reinsert myself into, like digitally? Or like a film that has yet to be made? I was just talking about this with somebody recently. The idea that Les Mis would make like and I'm going to say it again, it's the word of the day, dope miniseries on HBO. Like a 10-part miniseries where we like start with like a young Valjean and Javert and like see their world. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, that'd be a show I'd love to be on. That's a miniseries, not a movie, but there's an answer. Any new projects coming up for you and Dominic Barnes? Asked Carly in 1991. No specifically new projects together, although we really want to work out some cool ideas for LeakyCon. So if you guys have any ideas, if anybody's coming to LeakyCon, if you guys have any ideas of like stuff that would be cool, I don't know, like hangouts or I don't know. Tweet me your ideas. We're trying to brainstorm and come up with some stuff to present as a possibility. Not that we don't make the final say in any of that kind of stuff, but just let us know. Cast Curt, a live stream saga of 2014, says Naomi. Isn't it though? Isn't it? Christine Cobb says, do you plan on doing any more candle project type things again soon? I really love to. I just honestly at this point I haven't had the time. It's been really tough because I've fortunately been able to be really busy, which has been great. When I moved out to LA, my biggest dream was to get to fill all of my free time creating and working with friends, and in the last 3 or 4 months that's really become reality, which has been awesome. I feel like every weekend I've been doing some sort of project, like a video or a sketch or something, which has been great. So I haven't had time to do as much online stuff. I would love to do something like that again. I think that'd be real. I really enjoyed doing the Project Create thing about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. That was really fun and it was really inspiring. At some point I would love to do something like that again. Carly Nancy asked favorite color, Leo DiCaprio. Yes. She was saying that if somebody asked my favorite color, I'd say Leo DiCaprio, but I'm telling you that that's actually my favorite color. That's not even a joke. Like if you said, "Oh, it's a nice shade of teal," I'd be like, "Oh, all I see is Leo DiCaprio." I see him, he's in everything that I love. Any TV shows you recommend? Asked Miss Lulu B. Oh, so many. True Detective is amazing. Belinda, I'm looking at you. Parks and Rec, of course, is great. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Just follow my Twitter. I tweet a lot of TV shows out. Silicon Valley is great. House of Cards, amazing. At Musical Magic 94 said maybe you and Dom could do some sort of improv involving audience members. I would love that. That sounds like a great idea. Improv involving audience members. That sounds pretty dope. I'm going to put that on the list. Let's see. Megan SC asks, if you were an inanimate... I can't talk today. If you were an inanimate object... Got it. What object would you be? The answer would be the lapel on Leonardo DiCaprio's shirt. Let's see. What is your favorite food? I love everything, but I especially love Tex-Mex. Like a good taco, good fajita, a margarita. Now we're talking. Kim Colfer says, "Is that your is your table making that much squeaking?" Yes, that would be my table. Struck by Darren Criss. Would you be Darren Criss if you could? No, I would not. I would be myself. And I would be his friend, because he's a great guy. Anything that you and Dom and Titus do at LeakyCon, I'll be there. Sweet. Ready, set, Riker. Rebecca Pavlik 1 asks, cure for insomnia / sleep disorders. Don't ask me. I'm the worst person. I go to bed. You follow me on Twitter. I go to bed. I'm just like all over the place. I don't know. The problem is I used to work nights and that really messed me up. But I have all my best ideas at night, so I don't really fight it. I kind of embrace it. Alex, I have played Cards Against Humanity. It's an awesome game. Felicia Gregg asks, do you like Teen Wolf? Would you like a part in the show? I've never seen it, but I feel like I might make a good teenage wolf, because I feel like that's maybe what the show's about. It's about a wolf who is also a teenager, and I feel as though perhaps I too could play a wolf who is a teenager. who was a wolf. Cast me. Teen Wolf people, call me up. Where you at? Cast me. I'm here. Don't forget The Office, of course, Dare Bear Love. I wouldn't forget The Office. That's my favorite show of all time. So, to Lulu B, I think was the name. The Office. Flawless Leah. Leah is flawless, let's be honest. Do you want to marry Leo DiCaprio? You know, if that option was on the table, I would entertain the idea. I wouldn't turn it down. You know, I'd want to think about it. I'll put it that way. I'm feeling really weird right now, you guys. It was a long day of rehearsal. Not Alone DC. Biggest regret you wish you could amend. One time I was at Whole Foods, and I was standing behind Michael C. Hall. Of course, he plays Dexter, or did play Dexter, on Dexter, and was also in critically acclaimed 6 Feet Under. And he's one of my favorite actors, and I was standing there behind him when I realized he was in front of me, and I really wanted to say, hey man, I really like your work. But he was talking to this lady in front of him, who I don't think had the slightest idea who he was. And she was just carrying it on, just laughing, and he was being a really nice guy and talking to her. And so I never said hi, and then, like, we checked out, and then by the time we got to the parking lot, it would have been awkward for me to, like, walk up to his car. Anyway, biggest regret, didn't say hi to Michael C. Hall. I should have said hi. M Jitterbug 98, Connie said, I could so see you on Teen Wolf. As a wolf on Teen Wolf. So awesome. Look at this chest hair. I could be a wolf. Where you at? Call me up. Cast me, Teen Wolf. I've got the chest hair. All I need is some fangs. And we're rocking. Uh-oh. Wait, now I'm going to read that tweet. Let's see. Whom are you with at LeakyCon? Asks Alyssa Camarino. Well, I'm going with Dominic Barnes and Titus Macon, and there's going to be a whole ton of other people there as well. All kinds of people. If you want to check out who all the guests are, I would suggest you go to look up LeakyCon or follow them on Twitter. You can see all the guests they've announced. A lot of awesome actors and YouTubers and creators and writers and awesome people. So it's going to be a great event. I'm getting comments about my chest hair. I don't know why I did that. I told you it was a long day. It's a real long day. Sometimes I'm pretty I accept myself, but then I think about what I just said or did, and I'm like, what are you doing? This is one of those times. You're the coolest guest at LeakyCon. Thanks, Ready Set Riker. I am the coolest guest at LeakyCon. I know it. I am so cool. I'm not cool. I'm not cool at all, you guys. I'm the biggest nerds. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Now, this question confuses me in one sense because I'm not sure if you mean vloggers or creators in general. I really like Felicia Day and what she's done with The Guild, which is awesome. There's some other great web series out there that I followed. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of vlog videos. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers necessarily. I usually watch more series-driven stuff, but I think it's awesome that people get to, I follow Tyler Oakley. I think he's awesome. I love Tyler. Can I say Tyler? I'll just say Tyler. Curt Mega could sing the alphabet, and I'd listen with a smile on my face. Samantha, you better be smiling because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Is it T? T, U, V, W. I haven't sung the ABC. I haven't sung the alphabet in a long time. W, X, Y, Z. Yeah, there it is. Now I know my ABCs. Hopefully you were smiling with me, Samantha. Who are some of my favorite YouTubers? No, I've watched more YouTubers than that. Hold on, let me think about this. The Green Brothers, they're dope. I feel like I just don't feel like I watch them frequently enough to say that like I could pick one specific person. Let's see. They're not YouTubers, but I watch a lot of Funny or Die stuff. I love Funny or Die. Alright, well, before I'm just going to say that I watch a lot of web series. I'm not going to pick a favorite. Back to the questions. Any more? More questions? Well, it looks like this is winding down, you guys, and you guys have been fantastic. I've talked your ear off, talked your face off. But it is 9:26, and I should probably go to... I'm not going to go to bed anytime soon, let's be real. But I do have to go write for Chaos Theory, the project I was telling you about. So, at that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know I just completely rambled on and on. But let's be honest, what kind of Curt's Corner would it be if I didn't, right? So, come see Les Mis. Please check out Buffering when it comes out. Please check out Brian Remus when it comes out. Please check out Chaos Theory. Please come to G4 if you can in London or to LeakyCon in Orlando. And it's going to be an awesome summer. Let's make this a really, really dope summer. So you guys are awesome, and this has been really fun. And I'm really excited to continue to share projects with you and talk to you. And I love you guys. You're the best. All right, I'll talk to you soon.